Afternoon guys, 2nd of August and it's Friday. So the lads have landed up again today, Tony and Jay, and they've now got this cleared round the back of here for me. Absolute cracking job. And we've got the netting on down here. We've cut that tree out that I said we were going to have to do, and we've got this all but cleared round here. Now there's a few loose ends and bits and pieces. Then I'm just going to put some weed membrane down over the top of this plastic to stop this happening all over again. And as you can see, we're just going up and round and down this back side here that Jay's cleared away as well. And he's got all that lot cut down for me as well. What a cracking job. So we've got all this path up here cleared again. We've got these sheets fixed down here to try and stop the bramble in future. We've got back to the flagstones down here, and as you can see, we're just come around here with the netting as well. We thought we might as well just bring it all the way around and use that last length of netting there and just come as far as we can with it. We might as well just cover this entire area and just to try and keep it all at bay. So absolute cracking job as always. We're getting there now. We're nearly finished with the perimeter fence now. There's just a bit behind the chicken shed to still do. I've still a little bit more bramble to take down there, and then we can get the fence lined on the back side of there as well, or I can do that at a later date. But yeah, absolute cracking job. Right guys, we finally got finished. The lads have gone home now, thanks to Jay and Tony. And you can see we've got the membrane attached to the runner where we've fixed the fence mesh, the membrane. And we've also got it fixed to the side of the shed to stop the bramble coming from underneath the shed and exclude light. And that runs right under here and overlaps each other with pins right down the centre. And then we've got some sawdust and the remaining bags of wood chip I had laying about on there, and that makes a cracking job of that. A couple of pallets at the back there, but we need to keep those for another job, so they're just stored up there out of sight. Jay's been round and picked a lot of the weed up and the tree cuttings and everything that was lying around on the garden. And I've just realised he's threw it all in the compost heap. And now this is bramble, nettles, weeds, everything. So I will let it dry out in there, and then what I'll do is I'll fork it out into this little barrel here, and then when we have the fire again we'll burn it. Jay put me this shade cloth up as well, just to protect these trees a little bit. So that just helps to stop this afternoon beaming sun coming in here. The trees actually look okay still this morning, expecting them to be a bit droopy or not looking too clever, but they're actually okay so far. Fingers crossed. Yeah. I'm really thinking now I need to take 2 full days rest. Although I've still got this to do, and this to do, and that to do, and these covers to take off. But I really do need a rest before I go back to work. So I'm thinking, what's another week? I can wait another week. And we'll just get on with having a couple of days rest before we go back to work. Absolutely delighted with that. What a sterling job. Brilliant. We shouldn't get any more weed coming back through here now. And I won't have to fight with those brambles year after year after year. At least that's the hopes. Afternoon, welcome back to Alan's Allotment. It's Saturday the 3rd of September 2022. Now I know I said I wasn't going to be doing anything today or tomorrow, that I needed a rest, but we came up this morning to feed the hens, and I just came over in the garden to have a look around at the jobs we'd done yesterday. And I was so impressed. I thought, well, that's a massive help. That would have took me weeks on my own to do that. So I thought, you know what, I'll do one bed and we'll weed it. or make a start at least. So I did. And the first thing we got was another crop of onions. Only small, but it's another little crop. Just by throwing a few little onions in that bed and see what they did. We've got another crop of onions. So, I've completely cleared this bed now of all the weeds. I've uprooted all of the trees that I said was coming out. We've got them repotted and they're in plant pots for now till they go in the final destination over there when we're finished. And then we have another 3 here. They're varying different types of apples. I'm not sure if that one's a Golden Delicious or the John o' Gold, but it's one or the other. These 2, I haven't got a clue. It's foreign labels on them. I don't know what they are. And then this one here is it's 3 grafts on the one tree, and I know one of these grafts is Golden Delicious, or it could be this one here that's the Golden Delicious and the other one the John o' Gold. I'm not sure. Either way, we'll know when the apples come. So we're just left with the cherry bush in here now, like we said. We've weeded all of this, spent all morning really going through it with a fine tooth comb, get it absolutely clean, and we've now dressed it down with fish blood and bone. These beds have never had any fertilisers on or any extra topping up since the day I done them. So basically this is now just ready for some topping of compost. Now whether that be bought compost or we wait for my own compost at the back end of the year, but either way we're going to put this bed to bed and cover it with plastic at some point. Cleaned all of this area up here where we pulled the other 2 apple trees out and planted them over there. Had a bit of a tidy up here. We pruned the apple trees back, as you know, in an earlier video. That other apple tree in the pot had come through the bottom of the pot and rooted into this bed, and I had to cut the roots off to get it back out, which we knew it would do that. I also got all of this bed cleared all the way up, and again this one has never had a topping or any fertiliser in 2 years. So we've put a full box of fish blood and bone between these 2 beds and they're ready for the dressing, and then a plastic covering. Still need to chop all this lot down, and I still need to work on that lot over there. I'm going to have a cup of coffee because this has taken me all morning, but it's a cracking job and a good amount of work done today, which I wasn't going to do. But I've just sat on the little seat and picked away at the weeds till my heart was content, just leisurely. And yes, it's took a long time, but I'm no worse for wear for doing it. And it's another good jobbed and back under control. Right, I hope you've enjoyed the last few videos of the progress on the allotment. I know I have. I haven't enjoyed the work, but I've enjoyed the progress, definitely. But the good thing about it is, next year, everything should be pretty much maintenance free. Just a bit of weeding, standard gardening stuff, sowing seeds, pricking out, potting on, and growing vegetables and harvesting, with some chill time in between. So, we're nearly there now, guys, nearly there. I know I keep saying this, but we are nearly there. A couple more bits of fences to do, a bit more weeding to do, and we're there. We're pretty much there. Start putting some beds to bed for the winter now. As I said, I'm not going to go crazy. I will be planting some crops and we'll still bring you along, and there'll still be videos, even if the project videos. But tomorrow I am having a day off. I am definitely coming up here, feeding the hens, and I'm going home, and that's it. Right, as always, much appreciate your comments, likes, dislikes, subscriptions, and if you haven't already subscribed, hit that big red button down below. It's totally free. Then the bell icon, select all, and every time I put up a new video, you'll be alerted. Wherever you are in the world, guys, please stay safe, be practical, keep yourselves out of harm's way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.